that's the way it is.
Come on, come on. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same.
Hard to maintain, but go ahead, cause I ain't mad at you.
What is up, guys? It's your boy RB, and I wasn't too sure about this when I heard it, but I now know why Drake didn't do anything when P. Diddy slapped him in that club. That's right, Drake was slapped by P. Diddy at a nightclub and Drake didn't do anything, and Drake was probably like, nah, I'm not gonna get clapped for this, I'm not getting shot, I'm walking my ass away, I'm not fucking with no P. Diddy. And Drake had good right, because former LAPD officers basically saying that P. Diddy fucking Puff Daddy had something to do with the death or alleged death of the legend, the hip-hop legend Tupac. Now, I'm not too sure about this because as I know, this has been a rumor that has been around for a very long time, but 50 Cent brought it back up in February, I believe it was. He brought it back up and basically said that P. Diddy put out a $1 million hit on Tupac's head, which allegedly got him killed, because we don't know if Tupac is dead or not. He might be off somewhere living in Cuba, but we don't know. But anyways, his alleged death, I will say alleged death, basically was caused by P. Diddy. Now I'm just gonna give you guys a bit of background information. So of course Tupac had beef with Biggie, who was signed to Bad Boy Records, and Bad Boy Records is owned by P. Diddy, and Tupac was signed to Death Row Records, which is owned by Suge Knight. Now Suge Knight had some kind of beef with P. Diddy, I believe, as well. But anyways, so what this undercover LAPD officers basically saying was that P. Diddy put out a $1 million hit on Tupac's head, and he basically gave the job to a Crips gangbanger who carried out the hit and shot the bullets at Tupac's and Suge Knight. Suge Knight didn't die, of course, because Suge Knight is a big guy, he's a fat dude, he probably ate the bullets and it was no problem for him. But Tupac, of course, he's a smaller guy, he's a skinny guy, he's not the biggest guy in the dude. So if anybody was going to get killed, it was going to be Tupac. Suge Knight basically ate those fucking bullets and he was alright, because of course Suge Knight is a big motherfucker, he's a big guy, he's a fat dude, he's thick, so he ate those bullets and nothing happened to Suge Knight. But as far as I'm concerned, P. Diddy very well could have had something to do with it, because he did have the motive for it. Get rid of one of Suge Knight's biggest artists. Of course, Tupac was signed to Death Row Records, and Death Row Records was in competition with Bad Boy Records. So if P. Diddy got rid of one of Suge Knight's biggest artists, which was Tupac at the time, Tupac was probably Suge Knight's biggest artist on Death Row Records at the time. So if P. Diddy got rid of basically Tupac, it would pretty much set back Death Row Records by a major setback. So I think that could have been the motive for P. Diddy doing it, if he did have anything to do with it. But still, I'm still a bit skeptical, but the motive is there. There was a big motive for it. So this undercover LAPD guy, or whatever he was, former LAPD guy, that's basically coming out and saying that P. Diddy had something to do with it and he hired a Crips gangbanger to carry out the hit, he could be correct and it could be true. But as I know, P. Diddy's filthy rich, he's worth over $800 million, so nothing would have probably ever happened to this, because they'd probably laugh their asses off in court and say, this, why are you even bringing this up to us for? Let this rich nigga P. Diddy go. We ain't even got no proof for this, so nothing probably would have even happened anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, did P. Diddy get Tupac clapped? He might have got Tupac clapped, but we will never know. We will never know the truth. But anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I'll see you guys around on the next video. So yeah, and I'm out.